What's going on, guys? So today we have a beast of a flashlight. This is the EDC37 from Nitecore, their latest offering. I'm totally digging, again, the flat flashlights, still on the craze of flat flashlights. So this one is offering something quite different. We've gone from, you know, longer, skinny, very slender, very flat flashlights, right? And it's kind of progressed, and it's like, let's get a small one. So we have like the much smaller model, shorter, little stubby guy. Well, now it's like, how powerful can we get these things? So this thing, it's shorter, it's not long and slender, it's shorter, wider, but also much thicker. So this is kind of getting, like, this is the limits for flat flashlights, if that makes sense. Man, is this thing impressive in a lot of different ways and very different. So I just want to show you the accessories it came with. Came with some extra screws in here. All right, you can see we do have a removable pocket clip if you wanted. They come with a little double-sided wrench. And of course, I always save the paperwork for flashlights. Usually when I store my flashlights, I'll put them in Ziploc bags instead of the original packaging, because I'm not looking to trade them or anything. I mean, flashlights are just something I just have a million of, because I like comparing them to each other. Let's take a look at this real quick. All right, so you guys can see the rundown. Instead of me explaining it, it's easier. You can pause here and check that out if you want. All right. But the one thing I did want to mention in here is that these are utilizing 2 UHI LEDs. All right. This is like just a huge upgrade. And by the way, if you look on the top here, you can see this also happens to have 4, count them 4, little carbide glass breakers. All right, so in a pinch, you could use these to break glass. It also, because there's 4 of them there, it allows this to stand up so that if it's on, you can clearly see the light. Oh, I have it in lockout mode, which, by the way, I'll talk about because I love that. But yeah, if you happen to have this thing on or whatever, it'll emit the light outwards, so kind of a bonus there. So, lockout mode, let's start there, as I get little dust and stuff in those crevices. So we do have a screen which is giving you all your information, which I think is totally cool. It's very technological. It's a physical lockout, which I like. I don't like fiddling around like with lockout functions, like click it 5 times real quick or whatever. It's fine, I guess, if that's all you have on your flashlight, but especially something like this that has a tons of power. And in this particular case, the head does get hot. So you don't want this accidentally turning on. So having a physical switch, which, by the way, could not be more fun to play with. This is like a little fidget switch. This thing is so smooth and has such a positive, crisp click. Like, I can't even express how joyful that is to do. Like how awesome it is, really. It just feels really good. It's just like super, super smooth. It's the little things, right? Little details. But anyway, obviously, if you see the lock, it's locked. That is unlocked, okay? So, 2 buttons on the back. The square one, or rectangle in this case, this actually has 2 modes. A half press is the turbo mode, which is 3000 lumens, and yes, that gets super, super bright, and it does generate some heat quickly. We'll talk about that. But all the way down is the strobe. If you have problems with epilepsy or something, you can't see flashing lights, skip ahead. But here's the crazy 8000 lumen strobe, which is crazy. Like, I can't even begin to tell you how blinding that is. And I only know because I accidentally turned it on. I wasn't like looking right at it, but I had it like on an angle I turn on, and just the side view of it, it blew me out for like 5 minutes. I had to just kind of put it down and keep my eyes shut and open them, and it just, I couldn't see anything. But anyway, so this is your main button. You're going to be using the round one here. Click it once, turn on, and then individual clicks will change our modes. So we have 15 lumens, then 100 lumens, and of course you do get run times on this. It also shows the power on here and the level, so level 2, right? 400 lumens, 1500 lumens, and again, this is just for the constant on. Now that's, I could feel the heat coming off that at 1500 lumens. Now, again, the half press here is going to be 3000 lumens, but I want to show you how long and what it feels like. So you're not going to get 3000 lumens for 5 minutes. You're not even going to get it for like more than a minute, maybe. I think it's less than a minute. You get a live bar that actually shows you. And the reason that is because it heats up so fast. It's to protect itself so it doesn't burn out. So let's see this. 3000 lumens, I'm going to hold it there. All right, you see the power. And it's getting quite warm. quite warm. I could feel it. And right there, it's going to cut the power back. So it's not the full 3000 lumens. Right now, if I touch the head here, I could still hold the head, but it's pretty warm. So it cuts it out so you don't burn yourself. Because if you just had 3000 lumens going, it would overheat. It'd probably melt inside internally some wires and the circuit or whatever, and it would break, right? So you can see it's power is regaining. So you can't just consistently do 3000 lumens. You got to wait a minute, let it cool off, and then you can do it again. All right, but you can hit that 8000, and you can, I don't know if you could tell, but it does change the frequency. So super, super fast and light, and super fast and light. Just what an awesome, awesome flashlight. It is a little chunky and heavy. It does have that nice big, huge pocket clip, which I did use to carry it. Just playing around. I don't normally carry lights like big lights like this. For me, these lights are, I mean, they're super cool. They're very useful. But they're a little bit of a novelty in that the EDC lights I do actually carry are more times smaller and underpowered. These powerhouses are like playing around at home, camping. I leave in places like my bob bags and my vehicles and that kind of stuff. But anyway, yeah, I mean, pretty straightforward. Not much else to talk about. Just kind of cool little technology. But the form factor, like I said, it's getting bigger, chunkier, rounder. You know what I'm saying? When you get the width there, yeah, I don't want a tablet with a, you know, LEDs on the end. So this is probably the max as far as the flat flashlight thing goes. But it's hard because you need to have a bigger battery source in there, you know, in order to get those type of numbers. But just super, super cool. I mean, like I said, it's like blinding. Again, the lockout mode. Blinding, blinding, blinding. Crazy, crazy light. I love it. It's cool. It's very easy to use as well. So I dig it. And of course, charging port on the side there. All right, popped it open real quick to show you. Did have the charging cable. All right, USB-C, but I already put that away. Just a cool light. Something new, another option. Bigger, chunkier, wider, heavier. I like the other models more for carry, but again, this is hitting those numbers, those you know, new LED, the UHIs. Super, just performance. Really, this is a performance flashlight. And I dig it. I definitely dig it. But anyway, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow with a brand new video.